was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Asanda Mtingi. I live in Crossroads. I have a 3-year diploma in journalism and I've got experience in journalism. I've worked as a journalist for more than 5 years, but now I'm working as a street cleaner. I'm sweeping the streets.
My name is Laona Malana Fanel. I'm also living in Crossroads, there by Mpesane. And I'm a professional chef. I trained for management. I took a management course. And I worked for Ferris Company for more than 10 years. But for now, I don't have a job. I'm sweeping the streets now.
My name is Cindy Swangula. I'm staying here at Crossroads. I'm a teacher by profession. I've got a BA degree. I worked for 15 years as a secretary at Xhosa Irrigation Scheme. Now I'm a street sweeper.
My name is Nontsikelelo Ndishala Upper at Crossroads. And now I'm matric. The profession I'm an opera singer, but now the child is Trato.
My name is Busiwe Mdudu. I'm staying in Unati in Crossroads. My future was doing financial accounting, but I dropped on the 3rd year because I didn't have money. Then I go again to do imports and export, and I was working for the Rolling company, which was in Germany. But I have retrenched there. Then I'm sitting with unemployed. Then I found this job now. I'm sweeping the floors.
My name is Julia. I'm staying in Yanga East, Ezwelicha. I'm 36-year-old. I'm matriculant, and I couldn't find money to go back to school, which is decided to work in a restaurant. But now there's no job out there, then decided to sweep the floors.
My children, they know that I'm educated. They will say, it's of no use. Look, you have got a degree and you are sweeping the streets. What's the use of going to school?
You know, the sadness is sometimes they don't want even to point fingers at you while you're sweeping the floors. They're so shy. This is my mom and sweeping the floor. They just pass as if this is not my mom.
I remember about that, my husband.
So, it's painful to you, but you can't do otherwise because we're putting food on the table. You have to do it.
About that embarrassment, I remember my husband, when he find out I'm working here, he can't even speak to me a month. If he came to the bed, he just sleep in the edge of the bed. He said, no, you are embarrassing me because my husband is a fleet officer, is a manager. So he said, I'm embarrassing him and all that. So what the people there are going to say if they saw me that I'm working. So it's not nice. It's very embarrassing, believe me.
It is a very challenging job because you'll have to face all the people in your community. And the people, as you grow up, they see that, oh, that child, she's going to be a teacher, she's going to be that. But today you are sweeping the streets.
When I grew up, I had a vision that I want to be a news presenter. And I studied journalism because I saw myself being a journalist or a news presenter, and I passed my diploma with flying colors. And I worked for the media industry because I worked for Media 24, I worked for Cape independent newspapers. You can imagine how I feel when I see one of those people who I was working with. I hide myself all the time.
This is really not the job I wanted something else. If you're looking for a job, they always tell me overqualified, we can't afford to pay you, and then I just stayed home. So I found the job that I'm working, although it's not the kind of job I wanted. The first time when my son saw me, 6 years old, when he saw me, was like, "Mama, and he was laughing, and the kids in the transport was also laughing. It was very funny for him.
And my child, she says she told her teacher that her mother is a journalist, but now she doesn't have Prit. And then she after school she told me that, Mama, my teacher asked me that, how can you not have Prit if your mother is a journalist? And I cried that day. I was so sad, and it felt so sad because I know that I'm qualified. I'm supposed to have this money, but I don't have the money, and my child doesn't understand that.
When you're a single parent, it's so difficult because you have to do your things on your own. Daddies of your child are not there for you, and then you have to take any kind of job. You don't have to choose.
Yes.
You see. So I mean, it's not nice working on the streets. It's not nice. It's hectic, and it's too much work to do because I mean this job is not for us, but we have to take it because we have to feed our kids at home.
You qualify for this job, you go for an interview, they say now everything's fine. No, you're just the right person. We're gonna call you. The next thing they don't call you. You go, every door is just closed.
One time I saw a job in a newspaper, but the person was going to work in a laboratory, an assistant in their laboratory. And then I approached this guy, and then I told him that, yes, I am interested in this job. And I was qualifying because, of course, I have a diploma in journalism and I have metric, so they only needed metric for that position. But this guy, when I arrived there, he said to me, you'll only get this job if you... In fact, he told me that, I love you. He came next to me and he tried to kiss me, and I couldn't push him back because I was caught in between because I want this job. And then I told myself, well, what's it with kissing? Anyway, he's not sleeping, it's me, it's kissing. And that guy had red lips. The lips were red, as if he's sick. But I agreed to the kiss because I wanted the job. But then, listen, after that, I went home, and then it was on a Thursday. So he said I was going to be called on a Monday if I get the job. And then on Saturday, the guy called me and told me that he was here at Terminus, at Nyanga Terminus taxi rank. And then I called my friend, and then he said, I'm waiting for you here at the taxi rank. And then I called Shabu, my friend. Then we went there, and he asked me, are you alone? And I said, I'm with Shabu, my friend. After I said that, the guy drove off. He expected me to go there alone. And then ever since I didn't go there, I was not called on that Monday.
Then the guy asked me if I can give him my phone number. I give him my phone number, fine. Then one day he called me. Can we meet? Where? There by back at my street. I said yes, fine. Then he said, if you really do want a job, we can go out together, and then I'll make sure that you get the job. I was like, I'm not looking for a man. I do have a boyfriend. I don't looking for a man. I'm looking for a job. This is very serious, and I really do want to work. And he was like acting funny. I said, fine, I'll give you a call. I know your staff is at a civic center, but as soon as I talk to my friend, then I'll give you a call. Until now, that was last year.
He said to me, you see, this job can be yours, but the only thing, we can go downstairs. And then I said, why I'm going to downstairs? But I said, I must not curious ask this thing. When I go there, he just pressed me in the kitchen, said, kiss me. Then I just ran away.
From my perspective, this job is supposed to be done by men because you have to use a spade. It's not easy to use a spade, and even the brooms that we use, the brooms are heavy. So when you first use it, you will feel your arms. You will feel that your arms are a bit painful. So that's why I'm saying it's supposed to be done by males. But then since the rate of unemployment is high, we have no choice.
I can't move my arm properly it's about now for 3 weeks now.
using spade.
Because we're using spade and the brooms are very heavy. It's really very sore. And I told myself I have to go to a doctor, but I don't have money to go to the doctor.
You sweep this floor, the streets. These streets are perfect clean. But there comes this guy. Is throwing the rubbish in. I mean, you have to pick it up again.
They say they want you to
Even
keep
4 times a day. They want to give you a job to do. They ask you to do it because you're getting paid.
If I'm not going to do that, you are not going to pay, so you must clean.
Do it because you're getting paid.
But it's not like that.
They just threw water, and I was like, Cece, what are you doing? Why are you throwing water? You see when we were sweeping, we just want to clean here. She was like, I don't care.
I always feel like telling them that, hey, I'm a graduate. Do you know that I'm a graduate? I sometimes feel like I must tell them that I am a graduate. I am sweeping the streets, yes, but I'm a graduate.
You have to take that mud and put it in the plastic, and then there comes the truck. Then they have to empty that plastic, and then you have to use the same plastic that mud.
And it's muddy now.
We don't have gloves.
You don't have gloves.
Today I'm feeling down because I'm feverish. I have a flu, but I have to sweep. So now the dust is affecting me because I have a flu, but I have to work because I need the money. Because here, no work, no pay. If I don't go to the doctor, I won't get paid. You only get paid if you bring a doctor's certificate. So if you don't have money to go to the doctor, then that will mean you will lose the money for that day. I'm very unhappy with the government because I believe that here in the Western Cape, the major problems are nepotism and racism. What they do is that they employ their friends and family. The reason why we are sweeping here is that they employ people who don't even have matric and put them in the offices.
If this government can see this point, if a person is required to do that, they must give that job. Nightline not to know that even if I don't have that job, and then because they know me or my surname or my father was a hero and all that.
We are not employed by the municipality. We are under a tender, so we are not working for the government. We are working for the tender. Now, at the municipality offices, they say we are supposed to be paid plus from 3,500 to 4,000 rands, but we are getting paid 2,000. So we don't know we don't know what's happening. We don't know if the person of the tender is giving us the 2,000 rands and taking the 1.5. We don't know.
I don't want to blame this government, you see, because there's no government is better than the other one. During the apartheid era, I was a teacher. I had to leave teaching because if you are married, you won't be employed permanently. You will just stay at home being the housewife. You can't work. It was another government at that time. It was not this government. So there's no government is better than the other one. But the thing, it depends on the people who are governing, who are on top at that time.
So now they say we are free. We are free because a white person cannot stand in front of you in a queue at FNB. That's how free we are. But they are oppressing us with hunger. So with me, I'm totally dissatisfied with this government.
If I've got standard 5, I must go to the kitchen to work to the kitchen. If I've got standard 10, I must have a clerk. If I have a degree, I must earn the money for the degree people. And then if they do that, all the people they will start to know that if you go to school, you can earn like a lot of, or you can live a luxurious life. But because they are doing this, they don't care even if you don't have a certificate or you have, because they want the people. If you know you to go to that gravy train, they go you to that gravy train. But if they don't know you, you are nothing.
My dream is to work for a job that matches exactly with my qualification.
My dream is to have my own restaurant because I'm a qualified chef.
My dream is that I must get a job so that I can be a role model to my community and my kids, so that they will see that in Xhosa they say, imfundo ayikhulelwa. You must not be young to be educated. Even if you are older, you can get education. And I want to plow it back to the community. What I've gained in the university, I want to plow it back.
Well, my dream is to go back to school and to have my own business.
My dream is to get like my business. I want my business because I opened something now to say to have mama tenders. I've got something appropriation. So I want to go through to that channel, and at least the government must give us the chance to have money in order to satisfy our lives and our children to live like luxurious.
My dream is to go back to school. Ndifundele uba yi-social worker, ndincede abantwana, ndincede abantu bayahlupheka phandle apha.